Anthony and Air podcast back for another episode. On this show, we're talking about TJ Holmes, multiple affairs over at ABC, more coming to light. We'll go over the whole list. Plus, Britney Spears has deleted her Instagram. We have local Britney Spears expert Jay Sabs coming on to fill us in on all the details there. Meghan Markle's podcast is in trouble. A dude does himself in at Disney. All that and more. It's a quick one, but it's a good one. I always tell Cuddles, it's not the amount of time, but the effort.
Okay, don't finish. Just keep going.
As always, I'm joined by two women, Jay Sabs and Cuddles. Try again, Jay Sabs.
No, nope.
Unmute your microphone. Okay. We'll get started while Jay Sabs figures that out.
Hi. Hi.
There you go. Let's get into TJ Holmes and Amy Roback. I'm starting to get very excited about the daily news here on how many affairs we got going on, because every day it seems like we get a little bit more fucked up in what's going on over there at ABC and GMA3, as they call it.
Okay, first of all, D, I like how your wife just got a little nervous that I wasn't going to come on because of the joke I made.
Very true. I was like, oh, where are you?
I knew it. Okay, for those who don't know, Anthony successfully got out of 2 kids' birthday parties because he had to put up Christmas lights, right? And I definitely think he did it the week before, but that's another story. And so tonight I said, can't make the pod putting up Christmas lights. And I'll tell you right now, everything in my life going forward that I don't want to do, I'm using that excuse. Thank you.
And if it's like during if it's in February, you could be like, oh, I can't. I'm putting up lights for Valentine's Day, or March. Oh, I'm putting up stuff for St. Patrick's Day. I just can't do it.
Right.
Yeah. Every month there's something.
Mm-hmm.
Are you mad at me because I bailed on your kid's stupid party?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm mad that you lied because I know you had it up since November 1st.
No, we didn't.
No, we actually really didn't. It has been a crazy couple of weeks for us.
I'm kidding. I know I'm kidding, but
I know, Jay.
I really don't care that you didn't come. I'm not sure if I feel like both parents need to come to the party.
Thank you.
Sorry, D.
It's okay.
And I'm not sure that parents even need to come to the party at all sometimes.
I think we should start doing more parties where kids get there by themselves, figure it out, and then they come home.
You know what? It's part of my new JSABS 2023 is inventing a kids Uber.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you don't have to do anything for them. And if they get lost, they get lost. Things happen, but
You put one of those Apple, what are those things that you want to get to put on our kids?
The air tags. Yeah.
Yeah, you put an air tag on a kid, you could find it.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, sorry. Back to this affair. Let me just tell you something. I have been glued to this story.
It's a great story, is it not?
I knew it. She was going to come in with this. Go ahead.
Only because I've been in situations where my coworkers were dating and no one knew about it.
Ooh, spicy.
So it is an interesting thing to go through at work. And I just love it.
Can I tell you something though? I very few times have I worked with people that were married, and sometimes no issue. Not a problem, not weird at all, not weird for anybody. Sometimes pain in the ass, really annoying.
Yep. I work for, go ahead.
Especially when one of them gets fired. Because I've been in that. The annoying one was like one of them got fired, and it was like, okay, this is weird now.
Awkward.
It's very awkward.
I've never worked with people that were young, so I don't know what this like.
You don't think
cheating.
that old people bang?
No. I've just worked with a lot of like old people that were in like no. Damn, I missed out on a lot.
I know, D, because I'll tell you something. Old people, let's just face it, are boring.
Yeah. They never want to go drinking. They never want to do anything. They never have good juicy gossip either.
Right.
They never want to gossip either. Like I want to talk shit about the bitch over there, and no one wants to do it with me when I was at work. Damn.
Damn.
All right, so go ahead with this TJ thing.
Janine was gonna say something. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I work for a company where it was a husband and wife owners. And that was interesting because they would always get mad at each other. Needless to say, the company is no longer a company anymore, but it's like, it's not a good idea. Could be the great sex curse though.
You've got to have two really good people to be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
There can't be any animosity, any resentment. They have to have a solid relationship in order to pull that off.
That's got to be really hard.
That's what she said.
Oh, I was waiting for finding that was coming.
That's what she said. These two though, I like this because, like I said, I like an inter-office romance where no one knows.
Well, here's what's weird about this part. Okay. So TJ Holmes, Amy Robach, these are the two anchors. We hear rumblings that they're having an affair. Then there's photographs of them at the New York City Marathon where somebody was slapping some ass. Then it comes out that TMZ had a ton of pictures of the two of them where they were awfully inappropriate with each other in public settings, which confirmed the affair. That was over like a weekend. Then they came in Monday and they did their show. Like I said on the last episode, nobody knew what to do, so they just let them go on the air. But they let Bob Iger know, who just walked in the door 5 minutes ago, taking over Disney once again, right? Second part of this story is we hear now that a former producer of Amy's was the first one to have an affair with this TJ Holmes, and that Amy knew about it. So this TJ Holmes was banging this producer, Amy's producer, in fact, and she knew about it. I guess they had a falling out or whatever. Who knows what the timeline was there. And then he started banging this Amy Robach. But today we learned that there was at least, on top of Amy and the producer girl, at least one other person that this TJ Holmes tagged at ABC.
This motherfucker can't keep his dick in his pants.
Cannot keep his dick in his pants. And by the way, this is in a post Matt Lauer world where that whole fucking show crumbled and fell apart. Like, not only did Matt Lauer go down, but a lot of people got shuffled around and lost their gigs and shit. And this guy still couldn't help but fucking dip his wick in the workplace scandals. It's unbelievable to me.
Oh, good play on words.
Thanks.
First of all, I think we got another Pete Davidson situation going on. It's gotta be big.
It's gotta be big. I mean, he's packing a foot long.
Well, I don't think he's an attractive guy, to be honest with you. Well, he looks. Go ahead.
He's not. So
he's
that's
not,
why.
Right?
No. D, would you like it? Would you hit that?
No. Like right now, if I had his wife's phone number, I would call her and be like, "You want to like catch him outside? Me and you, I'll help you." Mm-hmm. I can't stand men that do these things.
What was she doing?
She's known.
What was going on in that relationship that he cheated at least 3 times that we know of? I mean, probably more before he got. I mean, this is ABC.
He was caught. He was caught with the producer, Amy's producer. The wife, she found out about it and she forgave him.
You're right. I left that part out. Very good. Thank you.
But now they're off the air, right?
they took them off the air. They suspended them, the both of them. I'm not entirely sure why.
Yeah. Unless it's a rule there that you can't date your coworker, which to me is just dumb.
Well, I don't know, but don't you have to disclose it to? We have a former HR person here. Don't you have, or don't you have to?
You're supposed to.
Aren't you supposed
in
to disclose
situations like that?
Yeah. What happens when you're in HR and somebody comes to you to disclose a relationship and you go, but wait, you're both married. What's happening here? Like, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. That's not good because that's bad press for like Disney. And that's supposed to be like wholesome. And it's just bad press for them altogether.
Well, okay. So I mentioned it before on this podcast, but since you're a man, you probably don't remember Anthony. I worked in a company where my boss, you could say, was dating someone in the company, and it was a secret. And but then I found out, of course. And he had a wandering eye, and she saw that he was texting someone else. She copied down the phone number. And it turns out the receptionist's phone rang.
Oh.
And so I remember being at work. This is where it could get bad. I remember being at work and my boss just slamming stuff, being pissed off. And I'm like, what? I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, nope. She was so mad she couldn't even tell me, but she goes, "I'll be right back." So she goes to that guy. "You come outside now." And I was like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Follow them out.
And they went downstairs. She fucking laid into it. They go upstairs in the elevator. The doors open. That girl is standing there. She goes, "Oh, good. You could come with me now, too." And she took her downstairs. And the girl said it was my fault because I kind of figured that you two had a thing going on. So it's like, first of all, how do you, like this guy, how do you do it with multiple women in the same company? Right?
And expect to get away with it. It's unbelievable.
Get away with it.
Yeah. It's the height of stupidity to me. I mean, it really, really is.
Because these asshole men think they're going to get away with it. They think they're slick, but they're too fucking dumb to get away with it. Never try anything, Anthony, because I will know before you do anything.
I'm far too lazy to do this. But
I will know. No one's going to want you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you.
Remind me to file something for 8 with HR after this podcast, Jason. Thanks. He was caught. He got caught the first time. His wife knew about the producer. This time around, TMZ had photos of them with no issue. Now, somebody said that his wife, is that what you're going to say?
That his wife called TMZ?
Yes.
Yes, I definitely think it was in situations like this, it's a close family member or a friend that will call. And I know this because my friend used to work at Us Weekly. So she would tell me who would call. When Jessica Simpson's and her husband were, going to divorce, her best friend called TMZ to tell him.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, for real.
I heard that the wife hired a private eye, and they were the ones who actually took the photos, and then she just sent them over to TMZ. Oh, yeah. So I heard both of those
Good for her.
stories.
Make him look like an asshole, like a douchebag.
But the point is that he was so not even remotely trying to protect any of this. Like, it doesn't seem like he
wrong. He is 100% wrong. Can we talk about this Amy Robach or whatever? Like, you knew she had to know he was fucking around with her producer. And then you start fucking, like, what is wrong with you? What level of insecurity are you at? 10? Like,
she's at 10, all right. She's at 10, all right.
Yeah.
She is. She's probably at 12, that co-bag.
Don't you get the feeling like she heard the producer talking about sleeping with him and she started to get either jealous or competitive or whatever the case? Because they had a falling out. I don't know. As the story goes, that the producer girl and Amy Robach had a falling out before she started her affair with TJ.
I wonder why.
I can tell my wife is upset because I can hear how much she's moving around. Like she's getting ready to start
I'm putting
swinging.
stickers on my iPhone case.
Oh,
I'm drinking a margarita. So go ahead.
All right. I can tell she's getting fired up. But yeah, I don't know what the order was there, but clearly he didn't give a shit, didn't feel like getting caught. But honestly, listen, on-air talent to producer feels a little weird to me. I'm not a big fan of that. But if you want to bang your coworker out and you're both adults and there's no power there's no power dynamic there, I mean, I guess so. The problem becomes though, and this is where I think this is where I understand why they got suspended. The problem becomes is you have to be likable in these chairs. Like people have to be like, I like that guy, or that girl, she seems I think I could be friends with her. And nobody wants to be friends with the girl who fucks somebody else's husband. You know what I'm saying?
100%. We love Hoda. She ain't fucking no husband. She ain't doing any of this shit. This whole big Amy she's screwing around with a married man.
Now, Miss Justice asking, where's Frankie C tonight? Frankie C's been suspended because we are investigating that he is sleeping with super producer Erin C. So we're looking
and also doing a lot of coke from the latest picture.
Oh, leave him alone. Poor Frankie C.
I hear they're fooling around. I don't know. We're looking into it. We're investigating it. He's off the show until we come to a conclusion on that.
Yeah, we can't have any of that.
Yeah. How many more girls do you think come forward that they banged TJ Holmes before this is all said and done?
About 5 for that hoe.
Yeah.
5. Janine's like, yeah. You like it? You like 5 for under? Is that the number?
I would say 2, 3 more, but damn, unless he has a really fast tongue too, like Pete Davidson.
Oh,
like Pete
God.
Davidson. I don't know.
Damn though.
And again, it just seems weird. Here's the other thing I wanted to say. Somebody sent me a segment where Amy, I guess when she first came on, I don't know the story behind the two of them and how they became co-anchors, but they did a story on Amy and her husband and their marriage and how they got together. And this TJ Holmes introduced the segment. Like he's like, we got a really great segment here. This is a special relationship they have. And he's going on. And meanwhile, he's fucking plugging this girl. Like it looks horrific to go back and look at this footage now.
Right.
Let me see if I can find it really quick.
Awkward girdle.
It was so fucking awkward and weird.
This is why I stick with Hoda and the Bush chick.
The Bush chick.
What is it, Jenna?
I don't care for her. The Jenna, she's a little in. Are you here? You ready? Yeah, wait, hold on.
Hoda.
None other you're about to hear about, folks. This is the part of the show. Really, we joke, we laugh, we're having a good time here, but these are absolutely two of my favorite people on the planet. Of course, you all know Amy Robach and her husband here, Andrew Shue, is a dear, dear friend as well. Well, even though they're having fun here and they can smile and laugh and hug and kiss, these are two folks who got together, both divorced, and also she had 2 girls, he had 3 sons, and that family came together. Wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy, but now here they are. So check this story out.
And so, they kick it to it like a thing, but he calls the guy a fucking dear, dear friend as he's introducing this segment. And meanwhile, he's fucking banging this Amy broad behind his back.
That is so fucking disgusting. I'm sorry.
It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
That's fucked up. All right. Jumpstart Coffee Company sponsors the podcast here. We're always appreciative of them. Holidays are coming up. Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever you're celebrating, celebrate with Jumpstart Coffee Company. Order a bag right now with the link in the link and the promo code in the description of this episode. Click the link, use the promo code AOA15 at checkout. You'll save 15%. 50% of what the Jumpstart Coffee Company pulls in, they give over to the Navy SEAL Foundation, which we love. We love their coffee. We love their cause. Everything is just great about Jumpstart Coffee Company, and you're saving 15%, which is tremendous. Wait until I tell Janine what we fucking spent on parking today.
Oh
Um,
God.
Oh, you guys, I'm so jealous.
So
I
it's
want to know how much. Should I guess?
it's good to know that you can still save somewhere with Jumpstart Coffee Company. We thank them for sponsoring the episode. Don't forget, subscribe and save, where you can get a year's worth of coffee for somebody and get an even bigger discount. Look at it all right now. Link in the description. Order up and help
We
us
love
support
them.
the pod. Love them.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have some breaking news.
What? Somebody's dead. Who died?
Kirstie Alley. I mean, come on. I give
Wait,
up.
what?
Kirstie Alley, 71. Oh my
No
God.
way. No.
I don't know what's more surprising, that Kirstie Alley's dead or that she was 71.
No.
I'm like, I'm gonna cry. Like, honestly, Frank probably would not. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say it. She was
Oh, that's right. She was a big time.
conservative.
Yeah, she's a big time Republican.
Seriously?
It's unclear
No.
what kind of type of cancer she was fighting, but Jesus Christ.
Everyone's just dropping like fucking flies nowadays. It's like every day there's someone just kicking the bucket. Like it's nothing.
Seriously.
Wow.
that
That one
yeah.
hurts. Come on.
That
We
one really
grew up on, what was it? Look Who's Talking.
Yeah.
Come on. And here, this is not.
Oh,
You just fucking ruined my night.
I'm sorry. But my night was ruined, so I had to ruin it with someone else.
Poor Kirstie Alley. Yes, battle with cancer. It looks like she's come to a battle with cancer. Well, she was hot as hell in that. Look Who's Talking. Am I alone on that?
She was hot back in the day. She was like,
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Watch that movie now and see how good it is. I'm not kidding you.
Look Who's Talking?
Yeah.
Would it get better with age? Is that what you're saying?
It did.
That's just one of the movies you just like can watch over and over and over.
That is sad. Speaking of celebrity deaths, Britney Spears. Let's talk about her.
I mean,
That's
She
your girl, Jay. Go ahead.
She deleted her Instagram. J Sebs, what's going on here? What's happening?
I'm telling you, first of all, she was talking about her sister on it and not in a bad way. So I said the other day, something is definitely up. And, I told you last week that there are conspiracies that it is not her on her Instagram. Lately, it's someone else has just taken over their account. That's why they're posting posting old pictures. There's a lot of different theories out there, but she deleted it again. Odd. Very odd. We'll see.
Who do you think?
Everything surrounding her is very odd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember when she used like a food baby, and is it a real baby? Remember when we went that whole route? Is she pregnant or not for a little while there?
Right. Ooh, something's on my forehead.
That's what he said.
No, it is what she said.
Who dies first, Kanye West or Britney Spears?
Oh, Kanye's done.
Oh,
I'm just saying it here. He didn't kill himself. I'm just saying it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of people now, I'm starting to read this now. A lot of people are like, oh, he's going to expose all the child porn rings and all this kind of crazy stuff. And he's going to bring it all to light. And he's lining everything up, and they're going to Epstein him.
Yep.
That's what I'm reading. You seeing the same shit too?
Mm-hmm.
You must be. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's my issue with that. If he's really going to expose everybody, why hasn't he done it yet? What's stopping him from doing it right now? What was stopping him from doing it on Alex Jones's show? Like, if he has the goods on Balenciaga and all this jazz and all these fucking people, then why isn't he doing it already? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Speaking of which, we saw Balenciaga in the window. Where was that? Saks?
At Saks. I guess Saks doesn't care about kids.
No, they're not stepping down for it. They got some product to move. A guy killed himself at Disney. Can I just say,
I saw this too. I mean,
you have to be a big inconsiderate prick to fucking kill yourself at Disney. Like, out of all the places you could kill yourself,
Where
It's
did
the
he?
happiest place on earth. What is
Where did
wrong
he
with
jump
people?
he jumped from the fucking parking garage.
Oh my god! Like, choose somewhere better.
I mean, at least he had the common decency not to do it in the park. But I still think it's because he was a teacher and he couldn't afford to get in.
Exactly. He was too cheap to pay to jump from the fucking
Mm.
castle.
Yeah, don't kill yourself at Disney. I mean, for the love of God. That or on a bridge in Manhattan. Please stop doing that because the traffic is a bitch.
Do you know how much it costs to go to Disney? Like, don't be that inconsiderate. Like,
Right.
fucking do it in your own home, like a normal person. Hang
Yeah.
yourself.
Finally, Meghan Markle, her podcast is in trouble. This podcast that I absolutely hate. And I don't like her anymore. I've turned on her too. I forget why I was so angry at her last time we talked about her podcast, but I remember being really angry.
Because she sucks.
Mm.
Her head of audio left today, announced her departure, and this is the second person to leave. The person who's like overseeing all their Spotify and Netflix deals and shit. I forget her name, Mananda or something. Banana. I don't know. Hold on. I got it. Mandana Dayani. Fucking great name. Great name. Sounds like
I say that 5 times in a row.
Yeah. Dayani sounds like a water company to me, like a water bottle thing, but good
Is
name.
it Dasani?
That's it. Thank you.
There you go.
She left a couple of days ago, announced that she was leaving. She was the head of the whole thing. And then the producer, she announced she was leaving today. Rebecca Sanini's.
I read multiple
Ooh.
articles that she is very difficult and very entitled and think because she married into royalty that everyone should bow down to her.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, she bowed down to that guy on 90210. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Bam. Roasted.
Sick burn. I agree. I've been hearing the same thing, that she's a real piece of. I mean, she was a real. Oh, I forgot what she. Oh, that's right. She turned on Pick the Case with the money in it. What was that fucking show?
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal. That's right. She made up all that shit. Yeah, she's a fucking asshole. I heard that they also. First of all, I don't think he's gonna stick around. I think he's a sweetheart. That Prince Harry.
Yes.
I don't know if this is all gonna work out for him, but I heard. And there was a source today in Page 6 too that said if they could get out of their Netflix and Spotify deal, they would. And but they have no other way of making money. Like there's no other income stream coming in for the
He's
two of
got
them.
no skills. What do you expect? He's a prince that thought his father was gonna support him for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got no skills.
But remember that thing that said that they were rewriting their book that they were coming out with after the Queen died? They decided to pause everything and like rewrite it, and they paused something they were doing for Netflix too. I forget if it was a documentary or for a movie or whatever the fuck it was, but they stopped that too. But listen, if the podcast is any indication, they are fabricating horseshit to keep themselves in the news, because that whole episode on the choose the case with the money in it being a bad thing for her was such a fucking stretch.
That blew up in her face. And I read that there was so many people that told them that they were not allowed to record anything during the Queen's funeral, during processions, during anything. And Netflix thought that they were going to get away with all this inside stuff, and they were told, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, they do.
I heard that was a big issue and a big problem, and they told them,
Yeah. So now they don't know if there's going to be a season 2 of whatever the fuck this is called. Archetypes.
Well, when you have nothing to talk about, how are you going to do a season 2? You could barely get a season 1 out of these 2.
They'll never release the numbers, but I would love to see what her numbers are. I bet you they look like this. I bet you the whole thing just completely tanked. Yeah. And she's got nothing to fucking contribute at all. So fuck her. Whamageddon. Saturday was a bloodbath. We lost Frankie C. We lost Uncle Jamie and Brian the Cannon Bannon all out within what was that? The third day of Whamageddon? It was the third day of Whamageddon.
Yeah.
I'm still going strong.
Yeah, day 3 of Whamageddon. They were
Brian,
fucking out.
don't do it, Brian. Don't do it. Don't do it, Brian.
What's Brian doing?
And J Sabs yawns in 3, 2.
Cuddles and I drove into Manhattan today listening to Christmas music, walked around, did all the Christmas bullshit, drove 2 hours back from Manhattan listening to Christmas music. We did not hear Wham once.
We
the entire
didn't.
day.
Not once. Holly does not play it.
Yeah.
What time was the show?
The Radio City show?
Yeah.
2:00.
We went to the 2:00.
What time did you get there?
We in the city?
Yeah.
Okay, this was when did we get there? 12:15?
Yes.
Okay.
12:15. I've been seeing on this fucking TikTok this sandwich shop in Italy
Oh God.
that makes this like
Yes.
flat focaccia bread and they cut it open.
She was telling me, and I knew what kind it is with the porchetta, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So they opened up one in Manhattan. So I'm like, we gotta go. So we went. We ordered ahead all this. They didn't have prosciutto. Could you believe it, Jay Sam's? That is like going to Disney World and finding out that Mickey called in sick for the day.
Yeah, but it's imported. And
Yeah.
right now there's a lot of stuff that's not coming in and out of this country. And it's imported from Italy. Like,
Where which one did you go to? Oh, you don't want to say it.
And I think there's only one in Manhattan.
no,
right?
there's 2. We went on 8th Avenue.
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
know there was a second. Where's the second one? It doesn't matter. We'll find it.
On a street that starts with an F. S.
Okay.
I can't remember, but I remember we went on 8th Avenue.
Anyway, 12:15 there. We wound up eating in the car right by there. I think we left at 1:45.
No, it was after 1
That was after 1? Maybe it was a quarter after
Yes.
1?
because we were yelling at our kids to get back in their seats.
Okay, we're on 8th Avenue. Radio City Music Hall is on what, 6th?
6th.
So we're 5 minutes, a 5-minute drive away. We left, let's say, 1:15. We got into our seats at like 2:05.
Yep.
No,
'Cause-
108. We pulled away at 108.
Why?
Why? Because we were in line for Radio City for how long? And there I am standing in
Ugh.
line with all these people. One woman's like, you cut the line. I'm like, bitch, go back to wherever you came from. As I'm standing in a booth. And the line to get into Radio City was very long.
Yeah.
That was disappointing.
Even before COVID, I think we went in 2016. No, 2017 we went. The line to get in was ridiculous.
Yep.
Oh,
It's like
horrible.
how did they not fix it? Enough?
Exactly. And there were 3 lines. You could be in lane 1, 2, or 3, and it was still not moving.
Yep.
And you want to know why? It's because
Okay.
people don't know how to use their phones and
Mhm.
don't know how
Oh
to
my
pull
God.
up the tickets.
The
And then
ticket
they are
on the phone.
scrolling and trying to get
I know.
service. And you're like, what? Like, print it. If you don't know how to pull it up and stuff like that, like, print it at home. Do what you need to do. Anthony had his phone out waiting.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
They need to put this shit in like Radio City and even other arenas and stadiums that they have in those Amazon to go stores where you just fucking walk in and they're like, okay, we know those people are supposed to be here.
yeah.
Right.
And then we had to go through metal detectors. Like, what is this, John Adams? Like, what?
Whoa.
Absolutely nobody listening is going to get that reference.
Exactly.
Except
we
me.
walk through and they're like, you're beeping. I'm like, I have no bag. I took everything out of my pocket. Anthony beeped 7 times.
Yeah. And it's
The
funny too
woman's
because the guy like wanted me and it kept like he was just like, all right, he just gave up after a while.
Yeah,
It's like,
he's like, cover your phone, cover your watch. I'm like, excuse me?
yeah, I
He's
didn't
like,
get
cover
that.
your Apple Watch. I'm like, I walked through and I'm still I'm like, I have fucking metal on my leg. What are you doing?
It was just weird. And like there had to be at least 300 people outside with like
Yeah.
2 minutes before the show was going to start. So
Jesus Christ.
we got there, and then it was like we had to take the kids to the bathroom, and we have fucking get popcorn. We do all that. Now I'm waiting for her to come back up from the bathroom floor with my daughter. She's in a boot. For anybody who doesn't know, Cuddles hurt herself. She's in a boot. So it's taking her a little longer to get back up. So I said to the usher, I go, "What time do they actually start?" She goes, "Oh no, they start at 2. They don't give a shit who is here or not." I'm like, "There's 300 people outside that door." They're like, they got a fucking schedule. They start on time. I was like,
Yep.
"Wow, okay."
We were early, and Janine, there was a woman inside the female bathroom, and she was like yelling out numbers to you. She yelled out a number to me. I pushed Cecilia. I'm like, 519, kid, let's go. I was like afraid that this woman was gonna yell at me. And
But
we
what
get
though?
into 19, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so small. How can 2 people fit? But like you and it took so long.
Yep.
Oh God.
I remember we were outside waiting and we were like, what is taking so long? Like,
Yeah.
are we going to make it in? Because that's how long the line was, too. We were like, uh-oh, we made it.
I know.
But
I
we were
should have
there-
called that line. Go ahead.
Maybe we were there 40 minutes before and it still took that long. So,
Ugh, I
wait,
have
you
no
said you
patience.
parked where first?
We parked on where were we
50th?
parked? 50th? Yeah, West 50th.
And then you drove over to
No,
yeah.
we parked right in front of the sandwich place.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a spot right. There was a commercial little line there. We parked in that we got a spot. And that's what I was like. We picked up the sandwiches and we were like, should we just eat it right here just to get it, just to eat and be honest. So that's what we did. So we ate for like 20 minutes, whatever it was in the car. And then we took off across town to go there. But it took so fucking long just to get into the parking garage, park the
Yeah.
car, fucking get get into the elevator, get down. It was
Yeah.
just insane. It was just like a 40-minute thing. That's something
everything took so much longer. After like the bathroom, I saw the text from Anthony that he was going to go find the seats. He had already gotten popcorn, drinks, and everything, and I was just coming out. I was like, Cecilia, up the stairs. I hobbled up those steps faster than you can imagine. I was like, just go. Just go.
Did you have your kids with you when you went a couple of years ago?
No, they
Janine?
were not born a
No.
couple of years ago.
Oh, it was that early?
No,
Okay.
17 was the year before the first.
Yep.
Well, the second.
I actually was pregnant with Eliana. No one knew. I was like a couple of weeks only.
Oh, when you
So
went.
that's how long ago it was.
Can I tell you? Don't do it. It is I'm fucking exhausted.
No.
It is
I
the
really
height of
would like
annoyance.
to. The idea is nice.
The idea is
not
lovely.
for a few years.
And I'll tell you what happened. What happened to us today? We were in the city. We left here. What time did we leave here? Do you like 10:30?
Yes.
We walked back through the door at what, 7:30?
Yes.
So it was a 9-hour day.
Okay.
I would say we had a grand total of 16 minutes of absolute joy and pleasure out of the 9 hours.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, no, there were 16 minutes where I was like, this is fucking great.
No.
I love it.
Come on. Watching Cece.
Watching them watch the show.
She
was
was
great.
in love with it. She was dancing in her seat. She was clapping. How many times did we look over at her and her mouth was open in awe,
She
like
loved it.
clapping?
Oh.
Even
She loved
Michael
it.
was checking out the Rockettes. He was like, "Hey, girls."
He was throwing stuff on stage for them to bend over and pick up. Real
He
nice.
was. He was like,
I know.
He was like, "Do a couple more kicks, baby."
Mm-hmm.
Then when they first saw the tree again, they had a wonderful moment.
Oh.
And that was it.
What'd you do after the show?
After the show, we walked over and saw the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got there, we took some pictures, and we did that whole thing. I don't know if, they were excited to see the tree at first, but I think the amount of time that they were excited for got shorter than it was last time we did it.
Let's see. Was the tree really crowded or no?
The tree was pretty crowded. Let me give you a tip. Let me give everybody an inside tip if you're ever visiting Manhattan. I don't know what the name of the store is, But if you're looking at the tree and then there's the rink below it, on one side there's like 6 little sheds.
They're little huts.
They're little tiny huts, little sheds. Go over there. There's one hut that's higher than the other, and they sell hot chocolate and bone broth, which was odd.
Hot apple cider, churros.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Little stand. If you buy a hot chocolate, which is $6 for cost them 15 cents to make, $6 to buy. But if you buy a hot chocolate, you can go and sit in these little sheds, and they're heated, and they are right up against the tree.
Oh, okay.
So you have
They
like
were
this
very nice.
warm little
Yeah.
cottage. What did we get? I don't even know how long we got. 20 minutes, maybe?
You got like 20 minutes, which was very nice.
It was awesome. Yeah. And you could literally buy a hot chocolate and go in there. We bought, a couple hot chocolates and churros and whatever.
But
we got some
after
stuff.
the hot chocolate and the churros, you have to go behind. First of all, you can't get close to the tree anymore.
No, you
That's
can't.
some bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I can't figure that out. Can you tell me what you can do to the tree being 5 feet away from it that you can't do being 15, 20 feet away from it? I don't understand that. I don't get it.
I don't know. But after we got out of the hut, we had to pass the tree, and we were closer than people who were just taking pictures outside because they had to move like barricades to let us in. We got some good pictures then. That was when we were really close to the tree, and we took pictures of the kids with it.
So you're
That's
like
going
by
to be
yourself.
our Christmas card.
Yeah, there's nobody around. Oh, and then some woman comes up to me and goes, do you want me to take a picture of you and your family in front of the tree? And you could take a picture of us.
Oh, yeah.
I go, fine. All right. Now she takes the pictures of us. I don't look at it. I go to take the picture of them. I get a nice shot of them. I tilt it down so that they got the whole fucking tree.
You got really good pictures.
I got a nice little presentation for her. I get back. I look at the pictures. It's this crooked thing. You can't see half the fucking tree.
Not everyone is a professional like you.
I should have fucking slammed their phone on the floor after.
That's not nice.
I should have yelled at her like, "This is it." Oh, and then now we got the hot chocolates, which are too hot for the kids. So we're walking through Rockefeller.
Of course.
We're down in the concourse of Rockefeller inside, and there goes my daughter, drops the hot chocolate. It goes all over the floor.
And this asshole is just like, let's keep walking. I'm like, you gotta find someone so someone doesn't fall. Just keep walking. I'm like, I can't do that. He's like, just keep walking.
Yeah, you have to just keep walking.
You got to keep walking. There's no.
Yeah.
She wanted to stand there over it so people could look at us and be like, "Oh, you people."
No, I wanted you to go find someone to clean it.
I did on the way to the bathroom. I looked my hardest on the way to the bathroom to see if I could find anybody.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait, Janine, we're in front of we're by the rink and we're looking out, and the whole rink empties, and there's just one couple ice skating. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker is gonna propose. I'm like, don't do it. Now he can't hear me. I'm like, don't fucking do it. Don't do it. And he gets there and he stops in the middle, and there's a worker, someone that's working, and that girl is taking pictures, and she's going around them doing 360. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. And he gets down on one fucking knee and he proposes to this girl. And people outside are like, don't do it. They're like, really? No, don't do it. And I'm like, that's right. Don't. He took video until those two assholes.
So listen to this. We're down in the concourse. Okay. So, the windows you could see into the rink.
Yep.
There is nobody around us. Nobody. We're by ourselves.
That's true. No,
everybody's on the other side of the rink. So I grab my phone. Here, take a look. Let me make this bigger for everybody. I grab my phone. I go, I'm going to video these two having this wonderful moment. I get into the right. There's nobody around me. Nobody. For like 30 feet around me. Here, they're making the moment. There's the woman.
360.
She's skating around, getting video of them on the ice. They're doing their whole thing. And this dickhead steps right in front of me.
Right.
Why?
Fucking people.
So fucking, I cannot. Janine, I swear to God, I'm a real nice person. But there were a lot of times I was like, oh, someone.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, someone wants to get smacked today.
When we were going into the Radio City, the woman has this woman's in front of me. She's got two little girls. She turns to Cecilia and I. She goes, "Did you see Annie? Because this is where Annie goes."
All that annoying one.
Oh yeah.
She was not from New York.
And I looked at her and I go, "We never saw Annie. Turn around. We go through the fucking security. Like
the guy behind us kept spoiling everything by telling his kids, but Cecilia can hear. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. I'm like,
people
just
so
be
annoying.
quiet. Just shut up.
That being said, I will say the show was really good, wasn't it though?
It was amazing.
I'm not sure how much they changed since what'd you see it in 16, 17? I don't know how much they've added to it, but I haven't seen it since I was like in the 3rd grade. So it was a world of difference for me.
It was very, very good.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Great.
So I used to work not too far from there. And my friend actually worked in the NBC building. What's it called?
Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, actually Rockefeller Center. And so I used to meet her for lunch, but we wouldn't know like where to go around there and how to navigate around the tree without getting caught in that crowd of people.
Yeah.
So, but I miss it. That's one thing about working in the city I miss. I do miss that. It's annoying. It is annoying, but you have to learn. You have to know how to navigate. And I would look like Frogger. I would look like Frogger going to meet her because I would know where to zip from. But it is just crowded. And since the C word, it hasn't been like the last 2 years. And now they're saying the crowds this year are crazy.
Yeah, I think so. It felt, and today was a Monday. The last time we went though was a weekend, wasn't it, D?
It was a Sunday, which is why we got like street parking. But it was real. Like they said, tomorrow is supposed to be like a gridlock alert, but it was packed. Everywhere we went was packed. It was a lot of people. I was like, I can't deal with this. We need to get back to where there's more turkeys and humans. Like, let's go.
I've
had enough.
Parking?
What?
Oh.
How much? Can I guess how much you pay for parking?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Guess the parking.
$72.
More.
No way.
Yep.
$84.
More.
$96.
$90.
Why?
$90. The fucking guy, I give the guy the ticket. He goes, "You paying?" I go, "I didn't pay yet." He goes, he points to the little scanner thing. He's like, "Pay." And I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, "There's no amount on there." And he's like, "Just scan it." I'm like, so I finally just put my fucking card. I'm like, I don't even give a shit.
Okay, where was it?
It was on right 50th there. It was the next block over.
Is that between 6th and 7th?
Yeah, we couldn't go too far away. She's got the boot. I had to go as close as the other one is literally called Rockefeller Center parking. I was like, forget that. And that one is a couple of, this one seems like it's farther away, but it's actually just a straight, you're just down the street. The other one is a couple of avenues over. So you got to kind of like walk to the avenue, come back around. So it's a little bit farther away. So we went for the closer one.
There is discounted parking though. If you look on that certain website, you'll get discounted parking. I'll next time you go.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, right. Next
10 years.
Like...
Let me know 10 years from now. But yeah, I'm probably like, because I said to her, I go, there was a sign that was like event parking pricing, like, and they could like, and she's like, my wife, I love her. She goes, "How do they know you're going to an event?" I'm like, I don't give a fuck where you're going. There's an event nearby. You're fucking paying the
bent over.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I know. Yep. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Brian got it right. $90 and no KY jelly.
Right.
Raw as the day is long.
100.
Yep. They don't give a shit.
Horrible.
Is it?
But it was good.
Crazy. Yeah.
Dude, we went in there for a popcorn, a water, and a Pepsi in a bottle. Water and Pepsi in a bottle. Souvenir popcorn. Guess how much?
$27.
Fuck, you're good. Did you get the same exact thing?
No.
That's exactly how much it was.
Yeah.
And I pay, because he has D. I just fucking pay. I don't give a shit. Like, it doesn't matter. And then I sit back in my seat and I think about it after a while and I go, holy shit, wait a second, $27.
Yeah, you just pay and then you come home and you bitch to me. So I have to hear about it
Right.
afterwards.
I don't even know how we got there because I could have sworn I saw a thing that said popcorn 11. But I'll tell you what, we walked into that fucking theater and they were popping that popcorn right there. And it smelled amazing.
It does smell good. I remember
We
that.
ate that whole bucket of popcorn. Gone.
We?
Our children did. I kept giving it to Cecilia.
That's crazy.
That little
I
one.
know. You didn't. Well, it was too far, but down by Bryant Park, that market over there.
Oh, I love that market.
We passed it.
Yeah,
It was part of our original plan, but somebody had to go try and be athletic a couple of weeks ago. And
athletic? I was just walking. I didn't do anything athletic. Athletic, please.
But I'll tell you what, Jay, I fucking got home and I was just like, we got to put these kids to bed. I can't fucking take the questions. And they're wandering around.
Okay,
they're just...
first of all, questions. What's for dinner? What are we eating? What's for dinner?
Yeah.
Can we watch the highlights of the Islander game from last night? It was, after a while, I was like, just be quiet. Just shut up.
Those are the times I wish I had those TVs in my car. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I regret not getting that little package.
Yeah.
Fuck that one up pretty big.
So does my roommate. He's like, you probably should have gotten that. Yeah.
No shit. No shit. All right, that's all I got. J-Sabs, you got anything else you want to talk about? Did you sketch out I forgot. You were sketching out your lighting scheme. Did you do that?
So we did do some of the outside lighting yesterday. Not all of it, but some of it. And I saw my neighbor outside today doing his, and he just looked pissed off. And I said, I know how you feel. He goes, next year I'm just gonna pay someone to do it. I go, yeah. I think that's what we're hoping for too, because just placing the stuff outside too. Like, I like it very, like, the roommate doesn't know, but he placed some things that I'm gonna change.
I still don't understand why Anthony won't get up and do like our second story of the house.
Oh no, he should. Don't worry, maybe there's another kid. Maybe there's another kids party coming up.
And who's the next kid?
Then I'll do it.
Yeah,
no one.
Right. And then today there was a little incident that I had. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm very tired. Saturday I had a very long event, something different, and I loved it. And I wish that I could do this for my real career. Sorry, Anthony.
Okay.
I want to work backstage at a show, but that's another story. But okay. I never go to the post office, right? Do you?
No, I hate it. That is the worst experience.
Why would anybody?
Okay. I never go, right? First of all, when I go in there, it's like my mother using Facebook. I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know which package to pick to do this. I have no clue. Okay. Either it's give me it the fastest way or give me it the slowest way. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to mail this thing. It's the slowest way. Whatever. There are two near me. I picked the one that I'm like, there's probably not going to be a lot of people. Okay. Now, it's a very small parking lot. There's like 5 spots. Or you could park on the street in front of it. There was a spot open right in front. I pulled in. I didn't have to parallel park because I don't know how to anyway. So I go in and I'm like, oh, I'm up a little too much. I want to back up, but there's cars behind me. So me being the nice person that I am, I waited for them to pass because It can get very like busy right there. Fine, no problem. Well, this woman behind me, she comes up next to me and I see her say, "What the fuck is she doing?" And I'm like, "Excuse me?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, what am I doing?" Right? Now I'm in my car. She can't hear me. I can't hear her, but I can read her lips. So she tries to go in the parking lot. She sits there. She's looking at me. So there's no one coming behind me. So I finally pull back a little bit. And I stop, I park, I open my car door a little bit. And this guy comes and he slams on his brakes. First of all, buddy, you're in a big truck. So that means you have a small, big, okay?
Unfair, but go ahead.
So I don't know if he thought I was going to swing my car door open, but I don't do that anyway. So he's like, "What are you doing?" So he starts cursing me. So he goes past me and then he backs up. So I'm like, "You want to get out of the car? Let's do this." I was like, come out of the car. And he was like, "Ah," and he just zoomed off. Then I look and see the woman in the parking lot just staring at me. Like, honestly, like I stabbed her mother. And I'm like, I ain't got time for this today. So I actually just, and one of my daughters was like, "Mommy, did they make you so mad that you had to leave?" And I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, to go to the next one. I was in there 40 minutes. Oh my. I just hate people. I just hate the human race. Like,
They're the worst.
People. Wait, do you hate the people that work there or the people that were online?
No, it was the people online. It was like, I don't even know. Then my kids started running around me, taking their jackets off, doing their dance that they like to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, please.
So I was like, I had enough. I was, so, you know what? I got so angry, I almost cried.
Oh, I know what that feels like.
Well, you know. Plus,
I plan on having
yeah.
I plan on having a good cry after this episode.
But honestly, it's like the way these people acted at the post office. I thought it was like a scene from a movie. I'm like,
people don't know how to act.
Well, people, and it's only December 5th. You got 20 more days of this left, okay?
Oh God!
Don't park like George.
That's when I don't park like George. That's what I can't see. That's the bitch about the lights now, and why I like to put them up early, because I feel like to do all that work for 2 weeks is like it's crazy.
Well, I couldn't because I had 2 parties to go to. Unlike someone,
you should have abandoned those.
I should have, but honestly, it's just like I could not believe what was going on. I got so, how about this? I got so flustered. I wrote a post about it on the town board.
Oh my God!
I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
Karen.
No, it's not being a cat. Oh wait, my thing is coming off. No, but like people are really impatient though. That's why you have to move out by us.
Well,
that never happened.
I agree, because the thing is, I said if I would have stayed at this post office and I would have seen these people in the post office, it would have been town of massacre.
Oh yeah,
by blonde.
Would have been smacking some bitches. I get it.
Yeah, no. So that's it.
Anthony's never been to the post office, so he doesn't know what it's like by the one by us. It's like, Janine, before COVID, now they have plexiglass up. Like you have the glass. Before that, it was all open. Like when we lived in Queens, everything was behind bulletproof glass.
Yep.
Now it's all open. I have to press a button for someone to come forward and be like, "Hi, how are you?"
Really?
Like, excuse me. Yes, it's never. It's all open.
Yeah, no.
You would think I lived in like the middle of nowhere. I'm like, what is?
Yeah, but see, this is why I can't believe you say you miss New York City, because the amount of time it takes to get every little thing done is so infuriating.
Wait, in New York City?
In the city, yeah.
No, I can't do that. It's too congested.
I'm talking to her.
She's talking to me. I do miss it. Like there's certain things I do miss.
Yes, there are certain things like stores, Dunkin' Donuts, and all that being open past 7:30. I miss that. I do.
No, I missed the plays. Actually, I said that to my wife on the way in. I go, I missed the Broadway shows.
Oh God!
Why do you say these things?
It's great. There's nothing better than going to see a Broadway show. It's just that you just can't get it anywhere
How many
else.
did you see when
I've
we
only seen
lived in
one.
Queens?
Did you just say you only seen one?
Only seen one in my
Oh.
entire life.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was never really I was never interested in it, and then the one I saw, I was like, "That's it." Like, I didn't love it.
Okay, please don't tell me it
Didn't
was
like it.
Cats. I hope it wasn't Cats.
No, it's something worse.
Worse than Cats? I beg to
God,
differ.
I don't know.
I don't know if we can get worse than Cats.
It was because I got free tickets to see The Wedding Singer on Broadway.
Oh,
All right, that's technically not really Broadway. I know you were on Broadway.
that's like off. Like that's
It was
off
years
Broadway
ago.
on Broadway.
It was years ago, and the roommate liked it because he loves that movie. And I was like, I was sitting there the whole time, like, okay, is this it? Like,
That's
I've
not real
seen
Broadway.
you.
Like
yay, Broadway.
Phantom, and all those like the classic shows.
I saw Rock of Ages that time. You remember, Aunt? You got me all those tickets,
Yeah, we couldn't give those tickets away.
and it was good.
Yeah, Constantine was in it during that time because I remember
Yes,
when I was
Insulted him.
him.
Yeah,
When I dissed him. I don't know. I think honestly, just like I said, I was like behind the scenes at a show this weekend, and I think that I like that.
that's a horrible life. You don't want to live that life, believe me.
I know, but I like that. Then I don't know. Maybe I need to see a real play, like Cats.
I think you should not Cats. Not Cats. I saw Cats when I was a little kid, and I remember thinking to myself, I can't believe all these adults are licking their hands pretending to be fucking cats. This is
creepy. Very creepy.
Awful. But then one of the greatest moments happened where one of the cats fell off the fucking side of the stage, and that was hilarious. That was great.
What was the show that we saw, Anthony? When we stayed at Uncle Robert's.
When we stayed by my uncle?
Yes, remember we stayed by Uncle.
I don't remember that.
Was it Glengarry Glen Ross?
Oh, we saw Glengarry Glen Ross.
Oh, Janine, you don't even know what I go through.
Dude, with Al Pacino and Bobby Cannavale, we saw Glengarry Glen Ross. That was fucking great.
They were amazing.
And then we saw God of Carnage with James Gandolfini and who's the other guy from Dumb and Dumber? Jeff Daniels.
Oh, God.
That was amazing.
And Marsha Gay Harden. We fucking scored through the roof with that one.
Oh my God. So good.
Well, I'll see Hamilton first.
I would go see Hamilton.
Hamilton was great. You didn't even watch Hamilton on Disney?
No.
Oh, you gotta at least watch it there.
I know, right? Come on, Janine. What are you doing with your life?
Get with it. When you think about it, it used to be like, oh, you can only get good food in the city, but now you can get like really good food anywhere. Broadway is the only thing that's really differentiating the city. Like Broadway and the museums. That's really it.
I saw Wicked. It was good.
Oh, yeah. That's another show people say they love. So
I did. I liked Wicked.
There's
All right.
We'll see.
Everybody's yawning now. It's time to go.
It's like fucking almost 10 o'clock. It's past my bedtime.
Quick one in and out tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's a miracle we're even here, honestly. Like,
it's a miracle I'm even here, like, honestly.
Yeah. Are you going to continue sketching out? Did you finish? So nothing's done on the inside, just the outside?
No, because I had to take away some photo frames to cleanse the space before I put the Christmas stuff up.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, check back in on the next episode to see where we've progressed in J-Sab's decorating extravaganza. I can't wait to hear that.
Extravaganza.
Plus, is Frankie C banging super producer Erin C? We'll find out.
Or just doing coke.
Or just doing coke.
You are horrible.
All coming up on the next episode. Cyber Week, we've extended it for the members only. So if you haven't purchased your members only gear yet, you still got the promo code. It's still active on the page. Link in the description, or just go to shopanthonyonair.com. Thanks to Jumpstart Coffee for sponsoring. And that is it for us. We will catch you guys on the next episode.
Meat potato salad. Maybe we should go now.